my life has been really affected by listening to Wayne Dyer.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a lot of dreams during turning points in my life, like,
Yeah.
with Wayne Dyer in them, because I feel like he's kind of like a symbol for me of thinking with a new perspective.
Yep. He's helped a lot of people who listen to him, to his lectures, and to his personal life experiences. And they're very moving, you know. When I read, when he talked about his father, that really sank in. That's powerful stuff.
Right.
Forgive your father and move on in life.
Right.
But some people can't do that. You know, they cling on to the hatred and the stuff, and it absorbs them, it consumes them, and eats them up. And look at how crippled some people get from the hatred, from the, you know, you see people and it just ruins them. And that's fear and hatred and not being able to let go. We do that to ourselves. Nobody else is doing it to it. We do it to ourselves. But you have to become conscious of what it is you're doing. You have to have somebody bring some clarity into you, somebody who can get through to you and talk to you to make you take stock of yourself and just change a little every day. Do some positive affirmations and just convince yourself that you have a purpose in this life. You're not a cosmic accident. You're here for a reason, and try to figure out what that reason is. What can you know, if for no other reason, just give something back to humanity. You know, and that's why I'm doing OGs. You know, what can I do? I'm nobody in the world. What can I do to affect the world I live in, the environment? Well, I can make OGs and make them neutralize these cell phone towers, and I don't go around blowing my own horn. I just quietly do that. We do that quietly. We don't advertise. We just do what we can, you know, because we know that in the end we're doing our small bit for our planet, you know. And everyone can do something, but a lot of people are convinced there's nothing they can do. They're so insignificant. They're so tiny. They're so small. They're unimportant, and they've bought into that, and they actually believe it. Well, if you believe that, then absolutely, there's nothing you can do.
Right.
But my God, if they only realized how powerful they are. But the dark cabal and the government and everybody who's in the know, everybody who's pulling the strings, they want to keep us from finding out how powerful we are. And you do that by meditating, by going inside yourself, by having ayahuasca trips, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And you begin to realize, holy smokes, we are very, very powerful. And they've convinced us that we are nothing, insignificant. We're just less than an ant. Look at all the billions of stars out there, and who are you? See, they diminish you by talking like that.
I was listening to an audiobook. I think it's actually quite old. I think it was from the 90s. Bringers of the Dawn.
Yes, Bringers of the Dawn.
Yeah, so good.
That's...
Is it Barbara something?
Barbara... Yeah.
Marciniak?
Marciniak, yeah. Okay. Barbara Marciniak. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to that. It's
she's good.
Some similar stuff, and she brought a lot of really cool information forward. And it was surprising to me how I'm listening to it like years later, but it seems so relevant right now. Like it's exactly when I needed to hear it.
Yeah. Barbara is plugged into the Pleiadians, I think.
Right.
Yeah, she's done good work. Yeah, I've known about her for quite a few years. But there's many people out there like Barbara Marciniak, you know. With a cell phone you can access, you know, you just have to find, and if you're looking for it, people will show up for what you're looking for inadvertently. You don't have to know who you're looking for. The universe will provide it somehow. Just have that belief, that faith, I guess. It's a leap of faith. I always say belief is the enemy of knowing. Do you understand what that means?
Belief is the enemy of knowing. Kind of. I think I do.
See, we have all kinds of beliefs. Beliefs that may be positive and beliefs that may not serve us. They come and go. But knowing something is different from believing something. When you know something, it's a personal experiential trip. You're now convinced. You know something, and that no one can take away from you.
Right.
From your own personal experience, you know that. You really know it in your bones. You don't learn it. Nobody can teach you that. You just know it. Through experience, through being knocked around in life, you come to know certain things that are the truth. But beliefs come and go. Belief is not the same as knowing. Some beliefs can be very shattering, can be very detrimental to you. You can't let go of this belief. Why do you have it? It's not serving you at all. Why don't you get rid of it? They can't. They're just somehow attached to it.
Right.
But when you know something, nobody can mess with you with that knowledge that you have acquired. You know it inside. Viscerally, you know it. So belief is the enemy of knowing. Just rattle that around till it sinks in. You have to internalize that yourself. I've done it for myself. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to other people. It's no good to hear a phrase. You have to make it part of you. You have to live with it for a while and think about it and how does it apply to your life and your experiences. And then that's what knowing is. Then it's part of you. Nobody can take that away from you. Once you know something, you know that there is no hell.
Yeah.
But there are forces trying to convince you to believe that there is a hell, and then they can control you. And if that doesn't work, they'll get you with guilt, and they'll get you with sin, and they'll get you with shame.
Right.
And one way or the other, they want control over you, you see? And it doesn't work. Once you know something, these tricks won't work on you anymore.
Right. I know why I brought up Bringers of the Dawn. She was saying that one of the mechanisms of control is that we've been taught to not be comfortable with our emotions because the emotions are key to a higher understanding and, living more intuitively, and then we're very uncomfortable expressing.
Yeah. Emotions can be, they're often very turbulent.
Right.
And they can be very dangerous. You have to get control of them. And they're very powerful. And the people who play on your emotions will often win because they know that they can play with your emotions. I mean, that's what advertising is all about.
Right.
Making you want things you really don't need.
Don't need and probably can't have anyway.
Yeah, so you say to yourself, you get what you need, you don't always get what you want. But you get what you need. And sometimes what you need is a good swift kick up the ass.
Yeah.
It may not be
That's
good.
wisdom.
It may not be comfortable, but by God, it will probably make you think, why, and the result of that will be very beneficial. But at the time when it happens, you don't think that way. You're too emotional, you're too angry or whatever.